Alright, welcome on back, faithful, to another installment of Ask the Chief. I'm your host, Angel Legend. And before we kick things off today, we're going to go ahead and get started with two shoutouts for two of my friends. First one is Frank Mina. Frank has been working incredibly hard on a suit of Mark 6 Spartan armor from the game Halo 4. It looks incredible, and if I can, I'm going to get some photos of it posted on my Facebook fan page, so be sure and check those out. The second shout out goes out to my friend John Hines, who just finished up an incredible suit of armor for his son. This armor, however, is kind of unique. It's a composite build using pieces from Iron Man and various other Spartan armors. So if I can find some photos of those as well, I'll post them on the fan page. Be sure and check them out. Alright, moving on. This week you guys asked a lot of awesome questions, and kinda true to form, you guys have been sticking with the cosplay questions, which, lucky for me, is my wheelhouse, so hopefully I'm doing the best I can to provide you with the information that you need. Without further ado, here we go. First question of the day is from FNAF Club, which I now have come to find out is Five Nights at Freddy's Club. He says, "Hey Chief, would it be wise to make an armor like yours if you're still growing?" Short and sweet, FNAF Club. Absolutely. Why not? My friend John Hines just made one for his young son, and he is nowhere near finished growing. Even if you end up outgrowing it, you can always put it on display in the corner of your room. It's a pretty awesome conversation piece, especially when people walk in unawares that there's a Spartan soldier standing off to your left. Always is good for a laugh. Hope this helps. Next question is from GD Taylor. What would be a good thing to wear under a set of armor that does not cost a lot of money but still looks good? Well, GD Taylor, if you can see right now underneath my armor, let's see if I can kind of turn here so you can get a better look. Right now, I'm wearing a suit of motocross armor. If you go down inside the links below, there's a link there that'll take you right to the Amazon page where I purchased mine. When I bought mine, however, it was just under $30. Now you can get it for just under $40. It's, I believe, the second item on that page. It really is an awesome tool for filling out the gaps in your suit. Like, I have a 42-inch chest, and I still have a couple inches of space between my actual pecs and the back of the foam, so wearing a suit of motocross armor fills in all the space and helps my armor sit more snugly. Hope this helps. Alright, next couple of questions come from the same guy, Destroyer Plays Minecraft. First one, request. Are you able to insert LEDs into the chest plate and helmet and jetpack? Are you able to make Halo Mark 7 armor in the future from Halo 5? Short and sweet. Yes, I can, and I will hopefully get some tutorials of those up in the following month. Next question is 3D printing the armor a more efficient and money-saving way? Is using foam more durable than the resin and fiberglass method? Ooh, we got a bundle there. Let's unpack this bag. For 3D printing armor, I can't really say one way or the other if it's a more cost-efficient, money-saving way, because I've never actually tried it. I do have several friends, though, that do work with 3D printing their pieces of armor, and while they are pretty awesome, I've heard complaints that they're a little bit brittle and don't handle impact very well. I do suppose that it could depend on what kind of material you're using to print with, but again, I'm not entirely certain. As for using foam over the resin and fiberglass method, I find that the foam is much lighter and handles impact a whole lot better. It's also able to flex a lot easier as well, whereas the resin molds in the fiberglass method oftentimes can be pretty brittle. Now, if you're using fiberglass veil behind it, you can help to strengthen it up quite a bit, or if you're using steel stick or a plumber's epoxy putty for the edges, of course you can add more strength to it. However, the suit I'm wearing right now has been the suit to retire my former blue resin suit. Every time I take that suit out, no matter how hard I try, I've always got to make repairs to it whenever I get home. Whether it's a small section of the Bondo that cracks, or a little piece of the Smoothcast 320 that I put on top flaking off, or some of the reinforcement on the inside peeling away. It just kind of wore me down having to repair it all the time, so I decided to go for a build that I knew was going to stand the test of time and not drag me down every single time I came back from going out to a convention. So in short, personally, I like going the EVA foam method way better, for 3 reasons. It's more durable, it's a heck of a lot lighter, and it's easier to work with. Hope this helps. Next question is from ZeldaMan41. Have you ever made a vid on how to make a helmet? And if you have, do you teach us how to make any other helmet besides Master Chief's, like the ODST helmet or the EVA foam helmet, for example? ZeldaMan41, so far I have not done a helmet tutorial. However, I do have one coming up here in the next couple of weeks. To answer the other question, yeah, by all means, I can work on getting a few other variants done if you'd like. I do plan on doing an ODST helmet, and I do plan on doing a Mark 6 from Halo 3 as well, so keep your eyes peeled. Thanks for the question. Alright, next question is from Joseph Garcia. Can you use pepakura as the templates to make the pieces on the EVA foam? To add on, that 8.5 by 11 paper / cardstock can work or special length or printer is needed? Yes, you can use pepakura files to trace onto foam. However, the classification of them is Evakura files, and you can find those inside the link below this video. Those files have been fitted for working with foam. Some of the folds needed for doing the pepakura have been taken out, and non-essential pieces have also been removed because the foam itself is thick enough for certain areas, so make sure and check those out. Also, you don't need to get a special length of paper. If you do have a piece that is larger than the printable area, you've just got to print it onto 2 sheets of cardstock and then butt those 2 sheets together and just put a piece of tape over them. That's what I did in all my builds, and I did have a few pieces that span 2 to 3 sheets, so you end up with some long pieces, but that's the easiest way that I've found how to do it. Unless you've got access to a giant scale printer, then maybe it'll be a little bit different. Thanks for the question. Alright, the final question of the day is from the 442nd. He asks, do I have to use PVA glue coating on my EVA prop before I spray it with Plasti Dip? Short and sweet, no you do not. PVA glue is really only necessary if you want to really harden up the piece that you're working on. If you so desire, you can absolutely coat a piece with it and then Plasti Dip, but I don't really think you'll need to. Now, if you're doing a pistol that you may be strapping to the side of your leg and you want it to be good and sturdy in case you're pulling it out of that holster and putting it back in a lot of times for photo ops, then yeah, I might do some PVA glue beforehand, in which case, you probably won't need the Plasti Dip because you should be able to just paint right on top of the PVA glue. The other instance that I've seen PVA glue used is for guys who do Iron Man suits of armor. They like that hard shell feel to it, and they like to do the automotive paint because it shines a little bit better. So again, short and sweet, no you don't have to use PVA glue, unless you want to. Almost all the gun props that I've made, I've just used Plasti Dip. Hope this helps. Alright guys, thank you so much for all the awesome questions, and I hope my answers are helpful to you. Be sure if you haven't yet to smash that like button and smash that subscribe button. Once again, I am Angel Legend /Spartan117 /Eric Rolon, signing out.